everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. I'm here again with another of my flea market style traveler's notebook flip throughs. This one is As Soon as Twilight Fell. So the focal point on this collage cover is from this vintage children's book called Patsy, Twins, and Pan. It's a very old 1930s book, and the illustration style is just gorgeous. This is the back, so lots of fun collaging. We have a silk fabric spine, and it is a 3-hole punched binding. And then the closure is with silver metal eyelets and this navy blue vintage seam binding. So just pop it back and give it a tug and open up the journal. So on the inside, the cover continues the collage here. Lots of botanicals, music paper, lots of fun. And inside we have this large journal card of these beautiful birds. This is from a vintage Dutch magazine called Flea. And then this is a botanical page with this vintage photo from May of 1970 of this man sitting here on this plant cart stand with these 2 hilarious dogs. It's super cute. And inside we have a bird collage journal tag here. Then on this side is a decoupaged beautiful vintage napkin of these birds and a little floating pocket with this piece of stationery, and it's like a cabbage with all these butterflies around it. And that just clips on with a rusty paper clip. Then we have a fabric flip with a little crochet doily and some fun fabrics here. And this is vintage graph paper. So that just flips down. And then on this side we have a children's book page with a little collage pocket and this sweet little altered envelope with this little lamb and a dove. And you open it on up and you'll see there's acetate in the front window. So when you pull it up, you take out the journal card. You're going to then see some bird's eggs back here. And so that pops inside here, and then we're back to seeing our little lamb friend with his bird. And then this is a floral page that's actually kind of a peekaboo cut through. There's more paper on back. This is coffee dyed, and this is some of my watery blue dyed paper. This is an altered envelope. It has 3 slots here with some fun little Richard Scarry mini journal cards and botanical bird little stamps and things. Just little different bits and bobs that you can use throughout the journal if you want to. Stamped labels, this tag here, very cute. You can leave them in there and write in them, or you can put them throughout the journal, whatever you prefer. And then this is a little collaged journal card, and it has a little vintage image of Peter Rabbit on it that I made from using your hands as a paintbrush. So it was a really fun little art project that I did, part of a challenge. And then this is Grey's Anatomy paper, and on top of it we have a crinkly piece of coffee dyed parchment paper. This is avocado dyed, and it's ledger paper, and it flips out. We have some fabric stitched on here. This is a little cluster made with some beautiful silk hermisari and a little dragonfly. The tab says Wonder, and it's on blue construction paper. And then there's just this little French form on more of the avocado dyed paper, and it just pops in here. This is a children's book page from a vintage book, and we've got some more paper stuck down here with a little bird for writing space, and another little collage down here, and then some fun paper in behind. And then this is a sample tag that I've taken 3 fabrics that they go with the image on the tag, and this is some tea-dyed lace up top, and they're a lot of fun to make. Then this side we have an altered paper bag page, so it has a theme to it. It has this little swan wax seal. Then you open this up and there's more writing space here, and inside we have 2 pockets, both with the same paper here, to give you kind of a firm insert into the pocket. And then there's more writing space down here. This side is sprayed and has more of those flowers. This is a college rule page with some vintage yearbook photos. This is a journal card made from another page of that 1970s vintage yearbook. A greeting card with some beautiful art of Georgian Bay Craigleith. And then this is a stamp of a mushroom. This is an early 1800s book page pocket that's been stitched onto black walnut dyed paper. And we have an authentic piece of ephemera inside, this tattered photo of this beautiful flowering tree. And it says, it looks like it says past is bad. Filter deck yellow on red. I don't know. Our backyard in Hespeler. Oh, that's the tree, apple tree in bloom. Okay, so it's an apple tree. And then this is black walnut dyed paper with this cow wallpaper applique. It's a folk art cow. Some of my watery paper with this little Jeremiah bullfrog from Beatrix Potter. A waterfall of fun scrapbook papers. And this is a thistle here on this beautiful botanical calendar. This is actually for doing flower pressing nature study kind of book, and you would write the name, date, and place where you found the flower, and you'd press and glue the flower on there. And then up top we have a crochet doily with a little wooden butterfly button on a bulb pin. And this is the center, this beautiful primrose. More of that waterfall of pages here. And watery paper with a fabric tab. This is a cluster made from different fabrics, and it has little cards at the center. This is a fabric stamp on more black walnut dyed paper. A pocket made from a vintage book cover. It says, "Its branches stretch in the core of my eyes, where I am blindest I can see." Has a couple things inside, so 2 pieces of paint chip. And this card says "were." These are children's word learning cards. This is a botanical envelope, and it flips out, and you'll see another mushroom stamp and the Ace of Swords tarot card. On this side we have a collage, and this little willow tit, it's a page from a field guide. It's been made into a journal card. Packaging paper and this beautiful beetle here, more writing space. More college rule paper, and this is one of my breakup tags. It's where I take an image from a vintage yearbook, and I purposely cut it in half in this jagged cut and then stitch it back together, and there's writing space on the back. This is like an editor of the yearbook kind of proof image that I made, and it says Paula Jessup. Her quote is, "The most valuable things in life are not free." Oh, are not things. I'm sorry. That was a funny misquote. Okay, and then this is more altered paper bag, and it's been sprayed with some green acrylic spray and has this beautiful butterfly stationery on the inside. So just plunk that in there. Okay. And then this side is more of the same theme. We've got 2 brads up here, and you flip this up and you have this fun tab and more writing space, and that does lift right up. We have a tab here that says Harvest on this blue marbled construction paper with 2 really fun fabric and lace tabs, like a fabric collage. This is more of the avocado dyed ledger. It says Down in the Big Wood. We have a little moth stamp and some aluminum foil for a bit of sparkle. Up here, this tuck spot is made from a vintage DIY book, and then we pull out the journal card, and we have this fish hiding back here. These are birds from a field guide on some old paper with some gold lace at the bottom. And that just tucks up in here. And then we have the 3 of Materials tarot card down here. And then this little children's book page journal card with mushrooms and tree stumps. And that's on a Grey's Anatomy page. Then on this side we have this large fold out tag. It says the golden rule, and we have a princess here and some really beautiful fabric and papers. On the back is more fun botanical from like an old certificate. So then you open this up and we have more collaging going on. Then inside there's actually 2 mini tags, and they both just pop on in here. One is botanical and one is these beautiful birds. We have a moon back here. So that is just a fun like little tag booklet kind of. And then over here we have some coffee dyed paper with some old paper stitched down, and then a little scrap notebook with some lace and a button. This side has a pocket. It's a children's book page, and has a fun collage. And then this is an audience tag made from packaging paper, writing on both sides. And then this is your audience, these people from an old book. And then this page has some stenciling and an organza tab up top. And then a pocket here from Stamperia paper. And this is an old authentic piece of 1970s, 80s. It's a CB radio card. Beautiful downtown Centerton. Patent Don Mason. Double-decker beaver checker. So, yeah. These were really, these are really funny. They were used for people who were using like ham radio or like wave radio, like those handheld CB radios that they use nowadays mostly in trucks. They did then too, but it was also more domestic. People had their own like CB radios in their homes that they could use. Some of these are extremely crude. This one is not too bad. But yeah, I do like to include them because I think they're a really funny part of history. And then this is a lace pocket here on the napkin, and a vintage postcard of this lovely dining area. It's very old looking dining area. Little Denmark Tavern, which was in Toronto, famous for fine food. It's a Danish smorgasbord. Pretty cool. And then we have a journal card and an altered botanical paper clip here, botanical page. This is a collaged journal card. It says bright as harvest moon. Avocado dyed paper on back. And then we have more collage back here. It says under the oak tree, and a little tea invitational card. And that is the end of this journal. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this flip through. If you are interested in this journal or one of my other flea market style traveler's notebooks, you can pop over to my Etsy shop where you'll find them. And until we talk again, have a lovely day. Bye for now.